Welcome to another episode of Booze and Reviews Shoptober. We're ready to hit you with another installment of a terrific Tales of Terror. And this is our second installment. The first installment was Get Out. That review will be coming up in October pretty soon. This is the second installment. And the movie is Trilogy of Terror. This is a movie from 1975. Probably, I ain't going to say the first of its kind, but where they take one actor and they give that actor 3 different treatments. And basically able to work those stories, give the actor some supporting actors, and be able to tell the story. And now it is horror and suspense. So, in the Trilogy of Terror, these 3 stories. The first story is called Julie.
Amelia.
Use names like that. So, the first story is Julie. Julie is a college professor, and she is just on her average day of work, teaching a class. She has 2 students that happen to see her going in, and they wind up having a conversation with each other. 2 gentlemen. One of them says, "I wonder what she looks like under all those clothes."
Chad
is, the cad. The cad.
Yeah.
He's trying to set up, hey, I'm gonna holler at this professor, man. I gotta see what she about.
Right, man.
So he goes through all of these things to turn up his game and to turn the charm on. She's hesitant because, hey, you're a student and I'm a professor.
Right.
And I could lose my job and you can get kicked out of school.
Right.
Chad the Cad goes back at him and says, I get what I want and I do what I want. So he wants to take her out to a movie. He takes her to the movie. They go to the movie. Everything's going fine. And then Chad the Cad pulls a Bill Cosby.
No,
He pulls a Bill Cosby. He turns to her and says, hey, would you like anything to drink or something to eat? She said, no, I'll take a pop or a root beer or whatever. He goes to the stand, orders the 2 root beers. Before he gets back to the car, he makes a stop at the bathroom, pulls out his little pixie powder, gets her drink off, goes back to the car, slipped her a Mickey.
Look at you at the end of the window.
and goes back to the car, gives her drink. With this devilish look on his face as she's drinking it, he steps back and like, yeah, she drank it, so let's see what happens. Well, she starts to fall off and goes to sleep. He drives her back to his place, has his way with her. Gets her back in the car and says, hey, and she was like, he said, yeah, you fell asleep. I figured I'd let you sleep. She said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fall asleep. He said, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. We had a great time. She doesn't know anything about it. Then he winds up saying, you know what? As he thinks about it later on, turns the game up on him. You're going to do whatever I tell you to do. Boy, shows, hey, yeah. And she thinks about it like, man, something happened. Something happened in the conversation. And he's like, and then she looks at him and says, hey, did you drug me? And it's funny that she says drug because she already kind of knows all of this, right? So as this keeps going, he's basically blackmailing her and saying that you're going to do whatever I want you to do when I tell you to do it. So the next time that they're in class, everything is going fine. He gets up, puts a note in the book, goes and puts the book on her desk. She stops teaching for a hot second, thinks about it, and then goes sees the note. Note says, after class, show up at my apartment. It's going down.
On all fours.
Boy, and it's like, whoa. So she goes to the apartment. she starts talking to him, and then now she's at the point where she makes it look like she's very cool with it, calm with it, makes drinks.
Just to stick it in there. After the first date when she was like, we shouldn't do this no more.
Right.
I'm a teacher, I'm a student, I'm a teacher, you're a student. And he was like, no, we gonna do it. And she was like, no. And he was like, yeah, we are. And then that's where it picks up to where, you know, he wrote the note and stuff.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
But he also told her that he had pictures.
Yeah, after he
got copies and everything.
Blackmail. He's like, he gave her the pictures. He's like, you can see those.
You can have those.
Boy, yeah, you can have those. I'm negative.
Like a photographic.
Chad the Cat. This game.
Bruh. Yeah.
So now they get back to the apartment. She's seeming like she's down with the arrangement. Gives him a drink. She takes her drink, sits down. They start talking. He starts talking greasy, and then she says, no, it's going down like this. And he's like, well, hold on. I'm the one that's got I got all of this. You could lose your job. And she was like, well, how did you think that I knew that you wanted to see what I look like under all of my clothes? And he looking like, whoa. The whole time he's kind of stuck. Because he's like, I don't understand. I thought I was the one running this. But no, you're not. And I had to sum this up. I was like, okay, maybe she's a witch. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go back to the beginning of that movie, when you go back to that scene in the movie when he walks by her, those thoughts kind of running through his head.
Yeah, it was like real sad.
Man, and it's almost like a JD's Revenge kind of deal where he runs that back in his mind of like, what's going to come, what's to happen.
Right.
And so he's there sitting there, he's holding his drink, and he's like, something he can't speak, he can't move or something. And then she tells him, she was like, I peel Cosby your drink. And he's like, whoa. But now this time, this is not a date rape, bro. This is a poison.
Yeah, this is just straight up. Oh, like. It ain't no date rape at this time. This is just like niggas undercover with the shit right now.
This is the end. This is
73? 75. Oh yeah, this is just straight up criminal. Right?
Yeah. So she poisons this guy. Now when this is running back and you see the run back from it, it's kind of like, man, how did she orchestrate that? Like, how did she make him think those thoughts? Because he said the same words.
Yeah, I think she somehow like did some kind of mind trick where she kind of implanted the idea of his obsession to want to see her naked.
Yeah, and that's the whole idea where I think the witch thing comes through.
It ain't fully fleshed out or explained.
No.
You just watching the action. Right. You seeing it happen.
Yep.
And so, long story short, she basically lets him know that I poisoned you. He starts to die. He goes around the apartment. She's still sitting there sipping her drink. He moves around. He falls.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she gets up. She goes into his dark room. And she looks at all of the pictures and stuff. And then she takes the match and hits the negatives in the little solution. And it just goes up in flames. Yeah. And at the same time, and she's like, Chad, I thought I told you to stop playing with those chemicals. So Chad the Cat winds up dying in the apartment fire.
Out of there.
After he say the same words back to her. Exactly. Did you just drug me? And she comes back, Julie fashion. No, Chad. Right. I just killed you. Right. Like with a pimp. Yeah.
And so as this story comes to the end, she walks out unscathed.
Right.
Outside of just, giving up a little bit of nappy dugout.
That's it.
That's really all she did.
And in 75, the way she had that teacher look. I think I would have had to take an L on that one too.
And I think she was, again, I think that's her thing. But now you don't notice yet. Right. Until, the next day, she gets to her desk, pulls out her little scrapbook. Scrapbook. You see a face? and the newsline.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see a new face in the newsline of Chad.
Mm-hmm.
And she is now taking him into
Her
that book.
Her personal scrapbook.
Boy.
Yeah.
And also, that popped in my head was Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
That was the other thing that popped in my head.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what
they, but if you don't know what a Black Widow spider is, they mate and then they kill their mate.
Bite the head off, right?
Boy, killed.
Yeah.
So she goes to her scrapbook. She put his face in there. Everybody, I'm looking at it like, wow, damn, she got a history.
Mm-hmm.
She has a history of this.
Yeah.
Knock on her door the next day. Another young student comes to her and says, hi, Miss Julie, I really need help. She said, well, I can help you. Right. And she said, well, I can help you right now. Mm-hmm. And he goes in.
To the next one.
Man, and then she tells him, we're going to be very good friends.
And then it goes off.
Man, it goes off. So, the Black Widow, serial killer, that's where this horror suspense, because that's why they play the horror suspense part on this. What did you think about that one? What did you think about
that was a nice story. My take, I can see that, and to a lesser degree, I see some manipulation in there. Now, I would say it's somewhat a mystical, or I don't want to say spiritual, mystical or demonic manipulation in there, from only because of she started it with just a walk by. It wasn't even no sex. I would say it was a sexy walk by because she's a teacher, but it wasn't no switch. She didn't have on nothing tight. Like you said, it was a 75. She was shy, quiet. And she was like they give you that. Oh, come on,
low key.
What you mean, low key? Because you saw the
She had that low key. Might be
it always was. That's what I got. So that's what even made it even better, because you got your teachers that know they got it, but try to act like they ain't got it. They wear the tight shit, accentuate their feature. Right. Then you got the one like Karen Black played, which is her name, or Karen. But then black, I love it. Because our definition of hair these days
is totally different.
But then your last name black, it gotta be something good now. Okay, but the way she walked by is the flip side of the ones that know they got it, where the tight. Nothing was tight. Had on the little sweater, carrying the books, the glasses. Yeah. Like, the hair was pent up, not like in a sense like, I'm a low-key freak, but then again, you might think that I ain't got shit. So that's suspense there. But the manipulation is mystical or demonic, because she was on. It looked like she did that on purpose. How? They never said it, and she never exhibited any demonic powers throughout that skit. You know what I'm saying?
No.
All she knew was that what was going on and what was going to happen.
Right.
They didn't explain or didn't show how she got that. But you can make a case for some narcissism up in there. It's like she manipulated, then got supply out of it, and then after the supply, it's the disregard, and you're done, and you're through, and a narcissist is off to the next one. So I would make that case. But anyway, once again, like you said, it's 1975, so don't expect like good location, good set design, good.
And it's a short story.
Right? Yeah. Like don't expect no CGI. Short story, perfect. I don't know if we give a red cups to each.
No, we do the whole thing.
Okay.
All three.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it for a short story. Movie just put me up. First couple times I seen this, I didn't know she was the chick in all three of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. I ain't got shit to say bad about this one.
This was a good one. Out of all three of the stories, it's probably my second favorite. I wish they would have fleshed out a little more, like how she was able to kind of manipulate him and have him obsessed with wanting to see her undressed. I did think that what I got from it, I think for what it was with her, she was a freak.
Yeah.
She was into the whole, she went along with the whole thing.
Right.
Until she got bored, and that's how she do all her victims.
Right.
She probably freak them out, let them think they have a way with her. And then she turns on them and be like, okay, this is it.
It could have been some time that passed in between, like, okay, if she cool with it now, she wearing a robe.
Yep.
She in his apartment.
She got
so it might have been some time that passed.
Right, and I think you missed that part.
Yeah.
After the walk by, I think it was that night. Chad came over to the crib and was speaking through the window.
He was the
and he was watching her. He might have knew the whole time. He was
because she was facing the window. Yeah, and she took her robe off.
Shades open and everything.
Yeah. They should have said something. And shades open and everything. I didn't catch that until we just put that together. Yeah. So do you think that was the same night?
That was definitely. It had to be within them same 2 days.
It had.
No, that was it. The first night he
walked out of class with her.
That was before he drugged her and all that.
Yeah, this was.
I know.
Seen her in the window.
I'm saying, but remember after she walked through, and then he walked her out of class, and she was like, right when he was about to ask her out, she was like, "Thank you for the walk, Mister Whatever," and that was it. I think it was that
later that night. He went to the crib. Yep, he was watching.
Boy, yep.
So he was fixated.
Yeah.
Fixated.
I wonder if that was part of the manipulation.
That's where the witchcraft type deal comes from me, because I feel like because then she seduces another one.
Yeah, right after.
Yeah, and kind of has the same way.
In her scrapbook, all the victims died of mysterious circumstances.
Yeah.
One nigga rolled off a cliff. Somebody got blown up.
You know what I'm saying?
House fire.
Another nigga ate some bad pussy.
Yeah.